This webinar is being attended by a total of 730 participants composed by the school heads of Northern Samar, Calbayog City, and Catbalogan City divisions. At this point, let us hear the message of our Regional Director, Dr. Ramir B. Uytico, says so for.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this webinar on managing distance learning. And these are the school heads of Northern Samar, Calbayog, and Catbalogan City divisions. And I understand, Chud, there are participants still from Leyte division who had difficulty in getting access this morning. So they have decided to have it sa Facebook natin, and that they are now saying that they have already participated, they have logged in already. So again, Northern Samar, Calbayog City, and Catbalogan City, plus Leyte divisions participants. So we have Leyte division should participating today. Now, I would like to, just before the main discussion of the managing distance learning, I would like to present some slides so you could really understand the general picture of the modality that DepEd Region 8 will adopt. Chud, can you share some of my slides, please?
Ma'am Nova, please present the slides now. All right.
Okay, I just would like to share to you snippets of the learning continuity plan implementation of the region, so that at least you can have the idea, especially so that we have, as far as Northern Samar, we have participants coming from Calbayog and Catbalogan City, and maybe you could have you could take pictures of some of my presentations so that at least you can share this to your teachers. Next slide, please. Next slide. Okay, this is how we understand about distance learning modality. So modules, the modular approach should be the primary modality. We understand that modules should be MELC-based, be assured, and that if not all modules will be printed, it will be digitized, meaning you can have it in your flash drive, or you can request your teachers to have it in a flash drive or in the principals to be distributed to your teachers. And having radio-based instruction, TV-based instruction, and online learning and fortify the use of the modules. But because as of now, the radio-based instruction and TV-based instruction would not be possible in all the divisions of Region 8, especially online learning, because of our inadequacies, I have thought of having the contextualized implementation of the learning, distance learning modality. Next slide, please. Should. Next slide, go to that adapted distance learning approach.
Next slide, Ma'am Nova. Okay. One
Next
more.
slide. I have given you, Chud, my presentation.
Dr. Jorge, sir, is the one manipulating it.
Yeah, this was not the one given by Leo. Distance learning modality adopted in Region 8. So I'd like to request you to have a a picture taking, no, of this one, no, take pictures, because it is the adopted distance learning modality of Region 8. So still primary modality, you have the modules, and that the modules are MELC-based, quality assured, and if budget will not allow us to have all these modules printed, we can have it digitized. Maybe teachers can just save all these in their laptops and do something with these. And of course, we have activity sheets, worksheets, and ebooks that would support our modules, and the simplified MELC-based budget of lessons, which our principals have already requested their teachers to prepare. And we also have the textbooks. I understand that our schools have existing textbooks. So all you have to do is the teachers will get hold of the textbooks and other learning materials, and all they have to do is to match them with the most essential learning competencies. And all these will support our modular approach. And in case our modules will not be available on August 24, 2020 because of other challenges, I already issued memorandum, show it, no, I already issued a regional memorandum specifying its regional memorandum 321. And I hope all school heads in attendance have already a copy uh, of this original memorandum. It is entitled Preparation and Submission of the Simplified Most Essential Learning Competencies Based Weekly Budget of Lessons Across the Levels. And in this memorandum, it has been emphasized that while awaiting the availability of the modules, our teachers will just use the budget of lessons. Next page, no? And that the teachers will also prepare, number 3 of the memorandum, learners' activity sheets, which are anchored on the daily lessons while implementing the distance learning modality. So I will emphasize that while awaiting the arrival or the availability of the modules, our teachers will just prepare budget of lessons with activity sheets and other learner support materials. And it is the duty of the principals to check the activity sheets, to check the budget of lessons, which are anchored on the most essential learning competencies. And the district supervisors, the division education program supervisors are instructed to prepare MELC-based support learning materials, such as mga printed audio, video materials. I was once a principal like you, so I was very supportive to my teachers. Like if there was an English teacher, tapos yung lesson niya on poetry, I used to look for poems. I used to look for related activities to support the teachers. Hindi natin pwedeng hayaan lang yung mga teachers na sila yung nagkapakapa lang dyan at ang principals walang ginagawa. So you should be responsive to the needs of your teachers because you are there. May kadugtong yan. Principal, teacher. Yun nga, tinatawag kayo na principal, may kadugtong. Principal, teacher. You are still teachers even until this time. So you exist in your schools to support your teachers. I heard that merong mga principals, district supervisors requiring their teachers to make summative tests. In no case you will require your teachers to do that because we will still have a session on assessment. Tapos ang focus natin sa assessment is on portfolio. For example, dugtungan ko yung sinabi na for example, ang lesson ay poetry. Maybe if I were the teacher, I could just request the the students or the pupils to draw or to make a sketch out from their understanding of the poem introduced. So mag-draw yung estudyante. It is already a portfolio. It is already an output. So all I have to do as a teacher, I would use rubrics, yung scoring guide, na kailan makatanggap ng 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Scoring guide yan. So kung ako yung principal ngayon, yon ang ipapahanda ko sa mga teachers, ang rubrics. Hindi yung summative test because hindi pa yan kailangan. Tapos shading pa daw. How could you expect the pupils to do it honestly na nandun yung mga parents who useless yung shading na yan kasi andun yung mga parents na pwede nilang turuan yung mga bata. Whereas if it is project-based, if it is portfolio, bahala na doon kung tutulungan, basta yung bata ang gagawa. For example, math. Ano yung mga portfolio sa math? PLA. So when the teachers visit the houses, yun ang ano nila, titingnan nila kung nagluluto ba doon, kung ano mga ginagawa doon, naggumagawa ba ng mga recipe. So yung recipe there is the portfolio na pagdating ng teacher, yun ang i-assess niya using rubrics. Ganyan. So kung ako din yung principal, I would love to look for rubrics in support of my teachers. Ganyan ang trabaho ng isang principal. I was once like you. And there is no module writing to happen in other schools kasi nahihirapan pa nga yung mga writers ng modules. How much more for the teachers who don't have special training on modules? Principals, huwag nating pahihirapan yung mga teachers kasi hinahanda na yung mga teachers natin because they will be the ones to hop from one house to another. One teacher in one division nag-chat sa akin. Sabi niya, "Sir, ang teacher ba talaga ang mag-distribute ng mga modules, mga learners materials sa mga bahay? Hindi kaya pwedeng kausapin natin yung barangay captain at barangay officials?" Hulaan niyo kung anong sagot ko. Ang sagot ko sa kanya, trabaho kaya yon ng barangay captain? Trabaho kaya yon ng mga barangay officials, yung mga tanod, to distribute? Ano kayang gusto ng mga teachers natin? Will they just stay in their houses waiting for the salary? Kasi ang nangyayari, ang teachers talaga ang mag-distribute. That's why in the last MANCOM meeting namin, ang secretary, yung nag-attend, undersecretaries, it was loud and clear. I really requested the secretary to provide traveling allowance, loan allowance sa mga teachers natin at mag-provide tayo ng personal protective equipment ng mga teachers. Baka mahawaan sila when they hop from one house to another. So ganyan sana muna nating gagawin natin. So ang mga principals, wag sana nating papuntahin yung mga teachers natin sa mga barangays ngayon kasi but kung if the principal has provided with PPEs sa mga teachers, sige, pwede silang magpunta doon na kung anong gagawin nila doon with your advice, no? So ganyan ang gagawin natin mga principals na iko-control talaga natin, no? Because you are the warriors, you are the captains in your respective schools. Dapat i-monitor natin 'yan. Okay? Next slide. Next slide. Ito yung sample na budget of lessons na ginawa ni Dr. Chudorico Pelinio na English 5 na andun yan, mga dates. So ito, picturean niyo mga school heads. Ito ang i-require niyo sa mga teachers. But even if meron na tayong modules, itong budget of lessons will stay. I will still issue a memorandum na ito talaga because this will replace the lesson plans. Hindi na natin i-require yung mga teachers to make lesson plans kasi useless na. Bakit pa sila mag-lesson plan na wala namang classroom interaction? Okay? So ganyan. So ito, pwede din itong ibigay ng mga estudyante natin that while they are in their respective houses, meron sila ding budget of lessons. So kung ako yung estudyante, yun ang guide ko. Sa August 24, yun ang gagawin ko. August 25, yun ang gagawin ko. August 26, and so on. Parang guide. So this can be reproduced using the school MOOE. I'd like to emphasize the use of the MOOE. Kasi ang mga principals, meron kayong MOOE from April, May, June. I know na downloaded na yan sa mga schools division superintendents. Andyan yung mga pera sa inyo. And loud and clear sa Mancom, I have been requesting our secretary to immediately download the funds because I know your challenges at the school level. Gusto kong may pera kayo. Pero kung meron kayong pera, sana gamitin niyo sa wastong pamamaraan. Because if I could hear a principal misusing the MOOE, I will really look into that. Kasi pagod na ako sa kakahingi ng pera sa central office. Loud and clear ko yan na dapat i-download na yung mga pera. We operate within our limitations in DepEd, so we might as well use the MOOE properly. Because I heard na mayroong mga principals na nagpa-reproduce na using the money of the teachers. Na sige, i-reproduce niyo lang yan. Tapos i-refund ko. Tapos kakalimutan na lang, pagalitan na lang yung teacher para hindi ma-refund. Yun ang mga laro ng ibang principals. I hope it is not happening in your respective schools. We take care of our teachers. They are your wind beneath your wings. Okay? So yan ang sample ng ano. Anong next slide dyan, Chud? Yun. Yung mga topics, Chud, ipakita natin. Nova, seminar, yung mga webinars natin.
Next slide from Nova.
Ayan. These are the topics. All the school heads are part of these virtual learning sessions. Navigating the new normal, navigating the virtual world in the new normal. You will prepare yourselves how to teach your teachers how to handle psychosocial interventions and psychological first aid. Kasi bawal yun na pagbukas ng pasukan sa August 24, immediately worksheets na. No. You will still unload the emotions, the anxiety, the fears of your pupils and students. Kung paano gagawin yan, yan ang challenge ng isang principal. Kasi andyan naman kayo, mga Master of Education, mga Doctor of Education, gamitin nyo yan yung mga degrees nyo, how to cascade that to your teachers. Kasi all of you are part of the training, you are expected to teach your teachers how to handle psychosocial interventions and psychological first aid. Managing distance learning, beginning reading in distance learning, ituturo pa yan. Early language literacy and numeracy in distance learning. Assessment with focus on portfolio and project-based. May speakers na tayo dyan. Orientation of parents on the role in distance learning. Supervision, o pag-uusapan pa natin yan. Progress, monitoring, and evaluation. At the regional level, we have now on the process of validating our monitoring tools. Kasi we want to monitor the chiefs at the division, the education program supervisors will monitor them, and the school heads kung ano yung roles. So ganyan, nilalatag ko lahat. That is the new normal in the Department of Education Region 8. At sana ang mga school heads ng Northern Samar, Calbayog City, and Catbalogan City, and some school heads of Leyte in attendance today will journey with me na ito na talaga, hawak kamay tayo kasi we always claim that Region 8 is always great no matter what. If I could hear mga reklamo from the principals na hindi kaya, mareklamo po sa Facebook, I will really look for you because i-advise na lang kita na mag-retire ka na lang kasi maraming interesado sa mga positions niyo. Pero with your participation today, it's a manifestation that the school heads of Northern Samar, Calbayog City, Catbalogan City, and some of the school heads in Leyte are journeying with me. And I hope to visit you starting July 20. My Team A at Team B. I will take charge of Team A. We will go to Samar Island. I will with a group. And ARD Balani will go to Leyte and Biliran Island. So I will see some of you August 20, schedule ko Northern Samar. So I will ask you about your OOE utilization. I will ask some of the teachers. I will rub elbows with the division officials to see how ready we are despite our limitations. Alam ko, DepEd cannot provide you with everything. But with you in the school level, na mayroong utak, mayroong character, competence, courage, and compassion, we will emerge winners. During your land, kita na kayo na you are so ipagpatuloy natin yung pagiging resilient natin sa panahon na ito. Journey with me as we always claim that Region 8 is always great. The real battle in this pandemic does not happen at the central office, nor at the regional office, even at the division office. But the real battle will happen in your respective schools. So kailangan ko ng mga principals na may character. Huwag niyo i-maltreat yung mga teachers because they are the wind beneath your wings. Take care of them, nurture them because if kung anong mangyayari sa kanila, kung anong mga achievements sa kanila, it will go back to you as the principal. Again, Region 8 is always great, and I am happy that you are in attendance today. This topic is very important, managing distance learning, how to manage the schools in this distance learning modality. And I have invited a very competent speaker, and she has been my mentor. If I say has been, from that time until now, our resource speaker has been my mentor. When I was still at Cebu Province Division, when I applied as Education Program Supervisor, she was the chair of the Personnel Selection Board. Siguro, nagurangkwa naman ako, siguro magaling ako noon. So she was instrumental to what I have become now. So listen to her because we can still invite our speaker in the morrows to come because we still have to equip you with all the needed trainings, skills, attitude, mga ganyan. Kailangan pa nating i-prepare for this new normal. Okay, so sana wag mo nang kakain, wag mo nang magpapaligo dyan sa mga bata. Be attentive because we will have a very engaging sharing now with our speaker who is direct from New York City. Siguro tayo lang ang nag-iisang region na may speaker na imported. No? So Region 8 is always great. We should always claim that. Thank you, and I hope you have been inspired by my message today. Patuloy lang, always smile, and let us always claim that Region 8 is always great. Good morning.